We live in a twilight world. There are no friends at dusk. So the image I got here is the Hanged Man. I believe it's from the Toff deck of the tarot. Now, I'm no expert on the tarot. I pretty much know nothing about the tarot. But I do like this little card here, and I just like the image of it. I'm sure people that know more about the tarot and this deck will give you the actual explanation of what this particular card means. But to me, I look at it, and this guy's hanging upside down, and he's clearly enlightened. You can see like a halo around his head. And I think that's a good way to look at all of these psyops, is to, flip them on their heads or look at it from the upside down. Every psyop presented to you, try and flip it around and look at it from that angle. And see what it says to you. So yeah, that's why I'm picking that picture today. And today is, what they tell us, is the 6th of the 7th. The 6th of July, the 7th month. And what can I say? I haven't been online much today. I've been out in the sun, sunbathing. I just out in that sunshine. But I had a quick little look at my phone, and oh my God, the amount of psyops that are coming through, it's just incredible. It's interesting. We started with the 4th of July, Independence Day, and I saw nothing but videos of like young kids blowing off their fucking eyebrows and nearly burning down their houses using fireworks. So there's that. And then, of course, on the 5th, they apparently turned on Cern. Now, I don't believe Cern is real. And what I mean by that is I don't mean it's really what they tell us it is. But I'll get back to that in a second. And today is the 6th. And yeah, I just found out, I don't know, about an hour ago, that the Georgia Guidestones have been blown up or something. Or one of the pillars has been demolished. Who knows? But of course, the Georgia Guidestones is 7 miles off of Route 77. Now, that's very convenient and synchronistic, being that tomorrow is 7/7. Now, as we know, 7/7 is a big day when it comes to UK terror attacks. So, is something going to happen tomorrow? Maybe. I mean, who knows? At the moment, the psyops are pretty much coming on a daily basis now. And they're all failing miserably, by the way. But going back to Cern, now I don't believe in Cern is what they tell us it is. Being that whatever they show, whatever the website claims it's doing, that's exactly what it's not doing. This whole idea of smashing particles together and, ripping holes in the fabric of time and looking for the God particle and all this kind of shit. This is just fantasy stuff. And the conspiracy theorists love it. The truthers, they love it. And to be fair, I love the fantasy side of it. I love nothing more than a good time travel theory and the multiverse and our reality break. And I love all that stuff as well. But I guarantee you, none of that is happening from that place they are telling us it is. Is there a particle collider somewhere in the world? Maybe. Or is that building something else? Maybe. Me personally, I would love to have a set of plans, like a schematic of that building, a floor plan, and then the free range to go and look around and measure it and see if what I tell us it is aligns up to what I'm seeing and what I measure. Because I guarantee you it's not. I guarantee you us regular Joes won't be allowed to go there and check it out for ourselves. Of course not. It's all going to be behind closed doors, which, you kind of got to bring in the idea that it's just another movie set. Because no fucker that works there seems to have an idea what the place is or what that machine does. So, yeah. But I'm not going to lie to you. As of yesterday, I have had a splitting headache and I could not sleep last night. So there's definitely something changing in the field, in the energetic field. And by the way, I sleep like a baby and I never get headaches. And here we are. I can't sleep and I've got a headache on the day they turn on Cern. Maybe it's like a self-manifesting thing and I'm thinking about it too much. I don't know. But yeah. I think one of the theories I like is that the secret unknowns, you know, they know what's going on with this planet. They know the rules of this matrix. They know the secrets of the matrix, and they know how the matrix runs. So when something happens, like a change in the energy field, they will try and claim that it's them, that they're the ones responsible for it. You see, we're so out of touch with nature that we don't know. We're so disconnected from nature that we can't. A lot of us can't pinpoint when nature is just on the move or changing, or when the frequencies are changing. When the gods above us are sending down different energy fields, when the vibration changes, when Mother Earth switches up the gears and the mechanics of our matrix, you know. But they potentially know when that is and then take credit for it. Hence why they line up their dates with it. So yeah, perhaps there was a due date for a energy change, which is about now, and they of course are now going to, take it and claim it as their own. And of course, a lot of the truthers are just going to go insane with kind of their obsession with it. Some of it's going to be good, like good theories and some good fantasy stuff, which I love, but some of it's just going to be too much. And they'll probably tie it into the Georgia Guidestones and whatnot. So yeah. But while I'm here doing a recording, I want to tie in Cern to a computer game that was on like the PlayStation 1, I think, and it was called Final Fantasy VII. Now, I never really played the game that much because I couldn't. It's not my type of game, and I'm not really a gamer, and I just don't. You know, I've said it a million times. I don't really like sitting in front of TV screens or computer screens or anything like that. But for some reason, I did really like the story. And what I like doing with some of these games is I like going online to YouTube and looking at the story, so all the cutscenes put together. So instead of wasting my time playing a fucking game, which I don't like doing, I can just pretty much get the underlying story, which I think, you know, yet again, revelations of how this matrix works are hidden in films, movies, TV series, and also games. What people don't realize is the gaming market is bigger than the Hollywood and music industries put together. So if anyone out there wants to try and be big on YouTube or anything, get into gaming. Don't waste your time bodybuilding or reviewing movies. Get into gaming. Anyway, back to Final Fantasy VII. I can't remember the story exactly, but I do remember this. The corporations had learned how to suck out the life force from planet Earth into like these giant reactors. And then you get recruited by like a terrorist organization to try and like go and sabotage these reactors and take them out. And you think, you know, it's a bunch of tree huggers and that, but no. There's a deeper story there. Because once that Mother Earth reaches a point where she's getting drained too much, she basically releases what they call the weapons. And these weapons are just massive kind of like armor-plated monsters, like Godzilla-type things that basically just come out of the ground, and their whole goal is to just destroy human civilization. So, of course, and that happens in the game. Spoiler alert, that happens. So your little group is not only trying to shut down these reactors that are sucking out the life force from Mother Earth, you're also trying to stop these monsters that have been sent here to take out the humans, because the humans have overstepped the line. And instead of being custodians of Mother Earth, They are abusing Mother Earth, and they've got to go. Now, I think, and not to scare people, something along the lines of that has happened regarding Starlink. Like I said in a previous video, I don't believe for a second Starlink is a bunch of satellites tied together on a string. No. That was something coming in. They were some kind of entities. I don't even want to call them angels, weapons, like in Final Fantasy VII. These could be the weapons. Mother Earth has released the weapons. And the weapons have come into our reality, and they're here to fuck shit up. Because let's be honest, 2020 onwards, it's been fucking wild. Now, I don't know when the first kind of Starlink was seen. I saw my first Starlink. Well, the only time I've seen Starlink was in 2021. So, yeah. And it's almost as if something said to the, the scumbags that rule this, that control this simulation, the dark parasites that have taken over. It's like someone said to them, look, stop fucking up the planet Earth. Stop with the chemtrails. Stop with all that madness. And that's why in 2020 you didn't see any planes in the sky, and we had an amazing summer. Well, over here in the UK, there was hardly any chemtrails. And we had an amazing summer. It pretty much started in March and went all the way into October. So it just goes to show you what happens when these planes stay out of the sky. Now, these parasites, yeah, they might have backed down and stopped putting their planes and chemtrails in the sky. But what they did was they whipped up all of the 5G towers. So here's another little theory I have, that the 5G towers are actually radar. It's nothing to do with phone signal. They are radar systems that can detect when these weapons from the sky, these angels, these beings, whatever, are entering our atmosphere. And of course, the whole scamdemic was a cover story. Instead of explaining people, look, we can't fly planes, and instead of the secret unknowns like admitting that something has got them up against the wall, they hid it under the guise of a scamdemic and a deadly virus. But now they've got their 5G towers everywhere. Maybe now they're ready to fight these weapons, And that's pretty much what happens in Final Fantasy VII. The corporations, they try and take on these big, massive, armor-plated, kind of like dinosaur-y type things, They build their own similar kind of weaponry to take them on. So there you go. Ramblings of a madman. A few theories, a few wild ideas I just threw out there. So tomorrow's the 7/7. Let's see what happens. We live in a twilight world, and there are no friends at dusk.